All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. And in this video, you guys can tell it's dark outside. We're gonna be going ahead and dragging the GT350. Now, it's been a very long time since I've done any watt pulls in this car. It's been literally probably 4 or 5 months, but so the fact I've been dragging the 99, we'll do this car. Actually, I will show you guys the rundown when I do go to the gas station, because this car needs gas. I don't know how much gas it needs, but I'm pretty sure it needs a lot. Let's check it right now. Yeah, I'm 2070E, holy cow. So let's get a cold start. I apologize, neighbors, but this car isn't as loud as the 99, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Actually, I haven't taken this car out at night in a very long time either, so this is gonna be a first time for a bunch of things. All right, we're at the gas station. Give you guys a quick walk around of the Shelby GT350. We got the Mickeys on here, so hopefully we don't spin, even though it is kind of cool. Got the Michelins in the front. Stock wheels, 19s. Full interior car. I do have a rear seat delete, but it is down. But pretty much a full interior car, full weight, 0 weight production. The rear seats don't really weigh anything, but it is what it is. Carbon fiber hood, maybe shaves 5 pounds. Not gonna really make a huge difference. Still got the stock brakes. I'll show you guys this right here. So yeah, let's see what this car does, man. This is only a headers E85 car. It does have the, oh man, I do a detail. It does have the JLT Cold Air Intake as well. So it has stainless works, long tube headers, catless, JLT Cold Air Intake, E85 Tune. That is it. The JLT Cold Air Intake, in all reality, is probably doing nothing because the stock intake is solid. I just kind of did, you know, the standard, you know, basic bolt-on package for a GT350. So let's see what this thing does, Dragy. And hopefully I'm gonna say since it's a full weight, realistically just one mod tune car, I think it's gonna run a low 9. But if it runs like a high 8, I'd be very surprised. All right, so as I'm kind of driving to my little spot in Mexico, I do want to give you guys a heads up. I just kind of remembered this. The stock clutch might slip, and I am going to be doing a no lift shift. So if the stock clutch slips, I'm just going to abort the pull, but it shouldn't. All right, let's go ahead and see what this thing can do. Traction control kind of fucks shit up right there, honestly, because like I was just getting cut. Come on, baby. Let's see if this thing even hooks. Yeah, it hooks. It's hooking. Let's try this again. It's cut out again, bro. Alright, so I have no idea why this car is not letting me no lift shift. I've never had this issue before. I checked all the shit, like old temp's like 176. I mean, it's because it's cool outside, but I have no idea why it won't let me go ahead and no lift shift. I tried it in sport mode, so I guess I'm gonna have to actually like lift in order to do a pull, because as soon as I like get to 8K to go ahead and do the no lift, it just completely just cuts all power and just the car falls on its face. So I don't know what the hell is going on. All right, let's do this the old-fashioned way, lifting. Alright, so it is the next day. Unfortunately, it is raining outside, so can't finish up the video inside the car, but it's all good. Now I got the numbers that the car ran last night. Also got the numbers that the car ran a few months ago, and due to the slipping clutch, it actually ran slower last night in negative like 1,000 DA than it did in plus I think like 800-900 DA on different tires, which is actually pretty interesting. So this car is gonna need a clutch, but at the same time, I really wasn't going out looking for a specific time. I just wanted to get some seat time on the car again, because you guys know we are gonna be boosting the Shelby very, very soon. Now, last night, the Shelby ran a 965 60 to 130. I'm gonna go ahead and put the screenshot on the screen for you guys to take a look at. That's actually a pretty slow time, considering the fact that this car does have headers, a cold air intake, as well as a Mickey Thompson ET Street SS. I found the Dragy when this car just had the headers and E85 Tune on the stock Michelin Pilot Sport, or not Pilot Sport, the Super Sports, excuse me, the discontinued tires, not the Pilot Sport 4S's, not the Cup 2s, the Super Sports, the trash Michelins. It ran a 9.27 without the Mickeys. So I'm assuming when I put the Mickey Thompsons on this car, because I dragged it without the Mickeys, it spun. I actually took it out running a couple other cars and it was spinning in second gear. And a couple days later, I literally had the Mickeys on the car. I think the Mickeys pretty much expedited the clutch checking out. I think it's too much tire for this bolt-on setup. Now, this is what's also interesting about the time it ran last night. I did do a couple of other Dragy runs a few months ago when I did have the same setup the car is right now, and it actually ran the same exact time, a 965. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys on the screen right now. Same time. The only difference is the DA. So what I'm assuming is, because of the radials, it just finished off the clutch to the point where it just slips as soon as you kind of get to the top of third, and when you go into fourth gear, it doesn't really want to do anything around 120 miles an hour. And obviously that 120 to 130 bridge is what really does slow down your 60 to 130 time, no matter what type of car or what setup it does have. Now, for those of you who also have GT350s and have done a 60 to 130 Dragy run, maybe you have headers, E85, maybe you have some more mods done, let me know down in the comment section what you guys are running. The thing is, with these cars, there isn't a whole lot you can do NA-wise. Typically, like once you go headers, E85, the next step is to get a clutch and to boost it, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I've seen some cars where they'll go ahead and they'll actually swap out the Brembros in the rear, and they'll put on the GT brakes to fit an 18-inch or 17-inch wheel with a tire to get the car a little bit quicker. I've also seen some guys go ahead and cut like underneath the hood to fit a CJ manifold, a Cobra Jet manifold. I actually have never seen one of these cars with a new Holley intake manifold. I kind of want to see some numbers on that. But at the end of the day, bolt-on NA times really aren't impressive on these, to be honest with you. The fastest I've seen was like a high 6, but that car had CJ cams, it was 10 canned, a full drag pack, brakes. I mean, obviously going 6s all motor is badass, but for all that, the price, especially nowadays, because of the fact that, you know, you can literally get yourself a $6,000 ESS kit, have the car on the stock clutch, you know, boost a pump, and go run, you know, a mid-6 with just, you know, ID 1050Xs. I don't really see a reason to go ahead and completely tear down a car just, you know, just to match a basic boosted setup. Again, I understand it is boosted, but doing all that don't really make sense. It's pretty interesting because this car, it makes about 520 wheel. It's because, you know, it's heavier, it's got the gearing for the track. This car don't really make that much power, and that car is like basement 7s, would be 6s with an actual drag pack on it. And this is in the 9s, which is pretty interesting. Now, obviously, if the clutch wasn't slipping, I do think this car would be running an 8 in the DA that it is right now. But unfortunately, I'm not gonna chase NA times with this car. Well, actually, not really, unfortunately. Fortunately, I don't care what NA times this car does run. It's gonna get the clutch, it's gonna get the boost, and then we're just gonna go ahead and work from there. So let me know down in the comment section. Now, like I said, for those of you who have NA GT350s, what times are you running, if you even bothered to drag it? I just wanted to see what it run before I boost it. The thing is, with these Shelbys and the S550 Mustangs in general, they are a lot easier to drive. You can see on the graphs, this car, I'm shifting it a lot quicker than I would the 99. Man, I'm really curious to see what this thing would do with boost. I really am. Hopefully, just right off the rip, fuel system, boost, clutch. I'm gonna see what it does on the 19s. I hope I can get the car just into the 5s immediately. That would be A1, and then we can work to go, you know, to the 4s without really going ahead and, you know, doing too much. I don't want to, you know, swap out the brakes. I don't want to, you know, do some crazy shit, 10 can it. It's a Shelby, for crying out loud. I ain't trying to do that. So we're gonna see what this car can do with boost. Hopefully it goes 5s without an issue. I'm talking about first pull, and then I can just go home and be like, yes, we got 5s. I don't really wanna have to go ahead and fight to get to 5s with this car. That would be kind of annoying, but it is what it is. You know, you gotta build it up, you know, to get where you wanna be. So if you guys enjoy, drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn those post notifications. I think like 850 wheel, this thing should go 5s with the way it is right now, full weight. Catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.